Hi, Nancy. How are you tonight?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
Let's see. I got my house paint. Well, my house is brick, but it has around the edges, around the windows and the soffits and all that, the trim. I got that painted,
Mm,
and I got my our air conditioner serviced.
okay.
And let's see, what else have I done? I lost my computer.
Oh, the
That was
last
right.
week lost.
I was busy doing something and it all of a sudden shut off. You know how it shut off last week during the class?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see you, but you could see me. So I don't know what happened. Um, so I called the Apple people and she worked on it. She couldn't figure out what was going on. And so her solution was to start another screen.
Okay.
Okay, so we did that. And then I'm getting ready for the meeting tonight. And I couldn't find my, you know how I share screen and I have things on the page. I couldn't find any of those. I tell you, I was okay. Calm down, calm down, calm down. So anyway, and then I went to a lunch. I don't know if you've received any, but a lot of times we'll get these things in the mail that says, "Come to lunch on us," and we'll tell you about such and such. Okay, I had always not done it because I wasn't interested. Well, this was something I was kind of interested in, so I went to lunch and it was fun. We had a good time and it was a good lunch. In fact, there was so much I had the other half for supper. And so I think I'm going to accept those.
Okay.
After all, it's a free meal, even if I don't like
It's
what they're saying.
okay. I received a card today for the food for the child.
Oh,
For the food.
yes.
I don't know why. Received the card today.
Probably
Sorry.
because your children are in the school.
I don't know. I received it today. It's the uh, blessed bendiciones, blessed.
Yes, yes, because groceries are expensive.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
For me, myself, it's going to be $100 to $150, depending upon what all I need each month. So for four of you, that's $400.
Okay. $50 for each. It's okay.
Yeah, that's tremendous.
My teenager eat too much.
Yes, they start. My the way that my parents said is that they had an empty leg and they had to fill it up.
In the night, um, he go to the kitchen, slow, silent, and eat. Other day in the room, see the package empty. Or maybe I go to the cook the alacena. I don't remember the name in English. Where you push the food alacena, the store,
Okay, okay, the grocery store.
grocery, not store here in the kitchen, the place
Oh, oh,
where
okay, the pantry.
the pantry. I go to find other thing in the pantry.
It's gone.
Aniel, Aniel, go to the room, Aniel. This packet empty. He like eating.
When I left home, my brother is 3 years younger. And I left home. I went to college and then I got married. And so Daddy really thought that the grocery bill would go down. It went up because my brother started eating like what you're talking about.
Uh, Today I go to vaccine. I have a little pain in my arm.
Is this your first or second
My
shot?
first, my first shot. My first shot.
And that's not bad.
No, only a little pain in the arm, but a little.
Here's Damaris. Hello, how are you tonight?
Hi, I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay.
Nancy's was just saying that she got her first shot today and she's doing real well with it. A pain in the arm, and that was all. Have you
Oh,
gotten any shots for the COVID shots?
mm,
Dama-
yes.
I don't think she understands.
Damaris, que si te pusiste la vacuna del COVID.
Oh, yes. Porque tengo diabetes, me mandaron a ponérmela.
Ok. Pues yo me puse hoy la primera dosis.
Y yo también, pero no siento nada.
A mí me duele el hombro un poquito. Miss Wanda Damaris say that she down the first shot because she have diabetes. ¿Cómo es diabetes en inglés? No.
Diabetes, no sé.
But I've had both of them, and the first one didn't bother me. The second one, I don't know, I felt a little bad and my arm bothered me a lot longer, but it was, I figure I would rather go and get it and have less a risk being sick.
Okay. It's necessary.
I think so.
Necessary. I feel COVID. I have COVID. No more COVID in my life. No more.
Right. And I've heard that having it only gives you the immunity of that first shot. It doesn't give you total immunity. Like if you get chicken pox, you have it and you can't get it again. Well, that's not the way it is with COVID. It's more like the flu where you can get it every year almost. So you really need that immunization, that vaccination. So
Mm-hmm. That's right. He's right.
well, I wonder if Lena's going to join us from Venezuela.
Lina is trouble. Enjoy with his, her family. Maybe enjoy today her family.
Right? Yes. And a lot of times it's her grandson that helps her get on. And he'll be sitting there, and I think he's sitting there through the whole thing because ever so often I'll hear someone say something to her.
Do they have problem with the letter I? Oh, spell when go to the vaccine. Spell your last name Crispin. I say E. Oh, again.
Me too.
Esa letra I no la aprendo.
Yeah.
Oh, that would really mess you up, Damaris,
Practice,
because your last name has an I and an E.
practice every week. Practice with Miss Wanda every week. And today, mistake with the letter E. Say E, not I.
But you know something? This is one way. I mean, we're practicing just one at one time, one get together. But when you're out with other people, your mind is going to go back.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a fact. This is the way you know it. And so that's why it takes so long to learn.
Eh, my last name in Spanish is difficult to writing. No es común. No es last name common in Latin people. Latin people is Lopez, Martinez. Okay, Crispin is different. I'm always I spelling my last name in Spanish CRI. I remember my mind remember in Spanish spelling my last name in Spanish. In English again mistake letter E no it's I.
Yeah.
then then say E. I remember no it's E it's I.
I think that's one of the things that you can kind of expect. Okay, this is a problem because it is going to be a problem. This is the way you've learned it. This is the way you've done it for how many years? And how many years have you worked on it in English?
Only 9 months.
Yeah, not even 1 year.
For
So,
40 maybe 44, 45 years in my life.
right. So, that's one of the things that makes it so hard. But you want to learn it, you're going to. That's another fact.
Mhm.
Um, one of the students in our school, he's been with us for, I don't know, 6, 7 years, quite a long time.
Mhm.
And he gets very upset at these people who will move here and not try to learn English. He gets very upset because he says, where are you living? You're living in the United States. You need to know. I was talking with someone today, and she says that her family, they're from, now where did she say? Colombia, South
Mhm.
America. And the parents will speak Spanish, but they came here and they decide we're in the United States. We're going to learn English. We're going to be United States. We're going to do everything like here. And so when they get together, especially with her grandparents, she has a hard time because she's not using her Spanish very often
Mhm.
at all.
Me, me is confusion. Confusion. I from I live. You maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
It's confusion.
yeah.
Difficult. Very difficult. Very
Well,
difficult.
I don't see anybody else, so it'll be us. Now, there's two things we need to decide. And we don't have to decide tonight. We need to decide in May, but it's time to start thinking about it because there are not many classes left. One is, do we want to continue through the summer? It's up to you. If you
Mhm.
want it, fine, I'll do it. The second is the classes are going to go back into the church and back into in-person classes. We're going to continue the Zoom, especially for those who need it. Like Nancy, it's like 50 miles from her house to here.
For me, really, I need to take the class in Zoom because presential is very difficult with me. For the distance, is long the distance.
50 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I've asked them is that I work on Zoom for you people. And then we have some people that only watch it. You know, you can go online and watch the YouTube version. So I'm recording it right now, and they take that and put it on the YouTube, and then people can watch it. Her son knows about it, And that's probably what he's been doing since he's had to work late. And there are several others that they'll write me a message. I'm sorry, I have to work. I said, well, go online. So I have a bunch of people who need it and need the online class. And on the other hand, I have a bunch of people that I was teaching in person. And so I want to provide for them too. So would we be willing to have this class on another night?
Okay.
You know, not Thursday night. Thursday night, I'll be going there and I will be teaching people in person.
Okay.
But for Lena, I don't know how long she's going to stay in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
Her son, um, there's no way he can get here
Mm-hmm.
after work. He has trouble enough getting to the Zoom class because he lives, I don't know exactly, but like 30 miles the other direction. You know, you're north and he's south. So would another time work for you? We would still have the Zoom class, but another time. I'm also working on possibly having doing the Zoom class at the same time I'm doing the in-person class. So there's a lot of things to think about and what's best. And so I need you to think about. So now, Nancy, can you explain that to Damaris?
Ok. ¿Le entendiste algo, Damaris?
Algunas palabras.
Okay. Lo que ella está
Yes.
lo que ella está-
Little.
lo que ella está diciendo es que primero decidir si vamos a seguir en verano o no. Y segundo es que posiblemente van a dar las clases presenciales. Si queremos presenciales o continuar virtual por Zoom, ¿verdad? Y entonces estaba explicando de que hay personas, ejemplo, como yo que vivo lejos, yo vivo en Galati y las clases son en Springfield, tal vez el muchacho que estaba con nosotros también que vive lejos y otras personas. Lina ahora mismo que está en Venezuela no puede venir personalmente, ¿verdad? Y estaba trayendo y que no sabe qué alternativa si se va a hacer si se hace virtual, a lo mejor cambiarlo de día, porque a lo mejor el jueves están presenciales y ese tipo, ¿verdad? Eso más o menos es un resumen de
Sí,
lo que
sí, más o menos entendí. Pues yo pienso que también para mí me favorece mucho así por línea porque pues yo tengo mi bebé y no tengo dónde dejarla. Mi esposo sale tarde de trabajar. Entonces, pues ya aquí en la casa ya ella se entretiene jugando y como que no se lleva con otros niños.
Ok,
Entonces, a mí me favorece mucho por línea. Si
ok,
son presenciales, creo que no voy a poder asistir.
ok. ¿Le traduces tú o lo traduzco yo? Yo voy a tratar. Damari say that she prefer by Zoom because she have the little baby and her husband work late. Este, she want Zoom class Zoom. Prefer classroom. Me too. Okay. If necessary, change the day. Don't worry with me, because for me this is very important. This class. Okay. You say what day? I'm here.
Well, I guess that's three things that we need to really think about what would be best. And there's no problem with me doing both of them. It's just if I can't do it all at the same time, the Zoom is going to have to be another day. So
In the morning, I have difficulty in the morning because now I work in the morning. But in this time, you say the day. It's okay for me.
okay. So you think about these things and we'll go on and start our class and see what happens. Okay.
This summer, I'm travel to Puerto Rico again in the first week to June. The first week to June and travel. Uh, 9, 8, not remember when come back to Tennessee.
Okay, so will you be gone all summer?
No, in only 1 week.
Oh, okay.
Only 1 week. The first week in June.
And then Damaris, would she want to have class during the summer?
Que si en verano, Damari.
Sí,
¿Tú
yes,
puedes coger clase?
yeah,
Okay,
yes.
it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, for me, other week, okay. Only 1 week because I'm traveling for Puerto Rico. It maybe not have internet.
Yeah.
My mother house not have internet. And my cell phone maybe, I don't know.
¿Y quién lo va a traducir?
Que coge el libro esa semana. No
Ella
sé.
no tiene internet, ¿quién lo traduce?
Let's plan on keeping classes through the summer.
Okay.
And then before we start in August with the in-person classes, we'll decide when we're going to have it for the Zoom class.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect. Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and start class. We're only 30 minutes late, but it was things that we really needed to work on. We needed to make these decisions because if we don't, well, then we're going to come up and the end is going to come and we're not ready to end. So, all right. So, and in a way, the verse for tonight, it's found in Psalm 26:2. Now, I spelled that wrong. Okay. Psalms, those are songs, S-O-N-G, songs. So this is a song, and it's saying, examine me and test me. So I think I'm doing great. And God said, no, you're not doing good. Look at how you treated that one, and look how what you said to that one. And so it's God helping us to become more like Jesus. All right, Nancy, our vowels. So
only the letter E, letter I. This vowel. Other okay. A, O, U. This vowel. Oh my
so
God.
what's this one?
A.
And this one?
I don't remember. I need to remember. Okay. Letter E.
Yes.
Letter E.
And this one?
I. Letter I.
And this one?
Oh.
And this one?
U.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. We're having a hard time. But you know, that's why we need the classes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I told you, but when I was growing up, I lived in an area that was mostly Hispanic. And I was the only white girl. All of us would be there playing, and the others would say, oh, those dirty gringos. I was a dirty gringo. Thank you. I'm a dirty gringo. And so it really made me have a concern for people who are different, you know. Let's see. So that's one reason I do this. Okay, here we go. Go back just a little bit. Here we go. Yes. All right. So I'm concerned for you. You know, I want what's best for you. I'm retired, but even when I was working, I had this concern. And so when I moved down, oh, here comes somebody. No, it's something else. Sorry. I moved down to Florida and I joined that church, and they were saying that they had English classes. So I went to check it out, and I went the first week, and this is pretty interesting. They said, okay, next week you'll teach that class. But I did. And I found out that I thoroughly enjoy it. I know more about Hispanic people and Spanish than I knew about any other group. I know, American English and all, but I don't really know anything about Orientals or other Europeans or anything like that. I know more about Hispanic people. Although my class down in Florida, I had 5 Brazilian men. They came there to work. They always worked as a group. And if the job was down south 100 miles, they'd all be gone. And then when they came back, here they all came back. And then I had one lady from Africa.
Wow.
And in her country, they actually had a drawing, and you could put your name in for the drawing to come to America. And she won the drawing, and that's why she was there. So people are coming to the United States for a better life. So I want to help you get a better life. That's my job.
Thank you.
All right, now we're in in the textbook, page 100.
Page 100.
Now we've talked about vegetables. That's like cucumbers and potatoes and mushrooms and carrots. So now we're going to talk about fruit.
Apple, cherries, mangoes.
So these are different kinds of fruit. And one of the things that is to me very interesting, they also have mangoes. Mangoes, I never heard of a mango until I came here.
Oh, in Puerto Rico it's a lie. Too much. I miss a mango.
Well, were your mangoes green? In Puerto Rico, were they green?
Green mango, green. No, it's green color. You say?
Yeah. Was the outside green?
Green. Yeah. Yes. This side is same for this.
Okay. All right. Well, I never had one till I went to Belize, and I decided that mangoes and I just really don't fit together. So anyway, so we're going to look at the fruit, listen and point, listen and repeat, then listen and read, listen and repeat. Okay, let's see if it's going to do what I want.
100. Exercise A. Listen and point. 1,
Apples,
2,
cherries,
3,
mangoes,
4,
oranges,
5,
pears,
6,
strawberries,
7,
bananas,
8,
peaches,
9,
grapes,
listen and repeat. 1,
apples,
Apples,
2,
cherries,
cherries,
3,
Mangoes.
Mangoes.
4,
Oranges.
Orange.
Orange.
5,
Pears.
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 6,
Strawberries.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
7,
Bananas.
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 8,
Peaches.
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 9,
Grapes.
Grapes. Grapes. Grapes. Grapes.
page 100, exercise B. Listen and read. 1,
Apples.
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 2,
Cherries.
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 3,
Mangoes.
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 4,
Oranges.
Oranges.
5,
Pears.
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 6,
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Strawberry.
7,
Bananas.
Banana.
8,
Peaches.
Peaches.
9,
Grapes.
Grapes. Peaches.
listen and repeat. 1,
Apples.
Apples.
2,
Cherries.
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 3,
Mangoes.
Mangoes.
4,
Oranges.
Oranges.
5,
Pears.
Pears.
6,
Strawberries.
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 7,
Bananas.
Bananas.
8,
Peaches.
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 9,
Grapes.
Grapes.
Okay, any questions? I know that some of them are just about the same from what you call them in Spanish, but some of them, it's a lot different. What's an orange in Spanish?
Ah, in Puerto Rico, China.
Oh, really?
China,
Well, I learned it naranjo.
naranja. Pero all people say China.
So some of them it's completely different and you have to learn. Some of them it's just about the same. So part C, look at the words in exercise B. Write 3 fruits you like.
Right.
Okay, Nancy, what did you write?
Orange, mangoes, and grapes.
Okay, and Damaris, what did you write?
Strawberry. Mangoes. Oranges.
All right. Can you get mangoes here? Can you buy mangoes here?
Maybe maybe no. The correct word is maybe. Sometime.
Are they ripe? Are they good? There are some things that you buy in the store and it's really not good because they have to pick it green, not ripe. And so I was just wondering, are the mangoes good? Would you buy it?
Where you buy mangoes, good mangoes?
More green.
Where are they?
There are some Hispanic grocery stores.
Okay.
So they might have something.
Okay. I buy in Walmart.
I don't buy fruits and vegetables in Walmart. I don't find them well cared for. Like I buy a bag of apples and a lot of them are bruised and not good. So I don't buy fruit and vegetables in Walmart. I go to Kroger to get my
Yes,
fruits and vegetables. Yeah, Damaris goes.
Kroger. Good Kroger.
Yeah.
Okay. To the land.
So on page 101, there is a conversation. So listen and then listen and repeat.
Page 101. Exercise E. Listen. Does your daughter like fruit?
She likes apples. She doesn't like pears.
Listen and repeat. Does your daughter like fruit?
Does your dog like fruit?
She likes apples. She doesn't like pears.
She like apples. She doesn't like pears.
Okay, the new words, the new concepts are like and doesn't like. Of course, like is something that you would go to the store, you would buy, and you would eat, and you would use. Doesn't like, you wouldn't go and buy it. Now, maybe Nancy, since you have 2 boys and a husband, maybe you like something and they don't, or they like something and you don't. Okay, so you like one thing and they don't like the other. So that's the idea of does and doesn't. Okay, so Nancy, you be A, and Damaris, you be B.
Okay. Damarin, does your dogger like fruit?
Yes. She like apples. She does not like pears.
Okay, now Damaris, you're A and Nancy B.
Okay. Does your daughter like fruit?
Yes. Okay, yes.
Yes.
She like apples. She doesn't like pears.
Okay, any questions?
No, dogger like apple. Doesn't. It doesn't.
That's
Doesn't.
right, doesn't.
Yes.
You
Doesn't.
have
Like
does,
pears.
that's a yes, a positive, and doesn't is a negative. So actually it's, let's see here. There's does, that's the positive, and then
Does.
doesn't, that I'm typing with my left hand, so it's taking me a little more. But doesn't is does not. So it's the negative. So does is the positive and doesn't is the negative. Yes, ma'am?
Use those with she, he, and it.
Yes.
Those when she, he, and it.
Yes.
In plural. Okay. Okay. She, he, and it. Okay. Those. Doesn't. Like.
Okay, any other questions?
No. Add letter S. When letter S. When it's positive. in the square purple, square no, rectangular colored purple.
Yes.
Okay. My daughter likes use at letter S
Okay.
when say doesn't. No,
Yes. All right. I like, you like, we like, you like, they like. But when you're talking about one other person, not they, not we, but one other person like daughter or son or husband or friend, it's likes. You add the S to it. And that's true of almost every verb. A verb, is the action word. So if you're talking about a verb, work, I work, you work, we work, you work, they work, but he works.
okay. He, she, and it
Yes, you
Sí.
add the S.
at S. In
Yes,
the verse.
on all of the verbs. So that's third person singular. I is first person, you is second person, and he, she, or it is third person.
Third person.
Third person singular.
Okay. She, he, it. Letter S. Okay.
All right, so that's why it's my daughter likes apples. My son likes oranges. I like bananas. Like,
Like. Okay.
it's not the he, she, or it, it's like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then she doesn't like pears. He doesn't like bananas. So that's the negative. And does and doesn't, you can use with a lot of different verbs. I mean, here they're using it with like, you could use it with work. He works at the grocery store. He doesn't work at the car parts store. So you can use it for any verb, but it's showing positive and negative, and it's emphasizing the positive or the negative. Okay, then part G. This is using the likes or doesn't like. And see, it's giving you the verb like, and it's giving you either not or does. So like my mother, it just says like, so you would just put likes in there. But when it says my daughter doesn't like pears, it would just say my daughter not, and then the slash and like. So that's what you're going to do on part G.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Damaris, number 1, please.
My mother likes grape.
Okay, and Nancy, number 2.
My teacher doesn't like fish.
And number 3, Damaris.
He doesn't like apple.
And number 4, Nancy.
Dan's sister doesn't like mangoes.
And number 5, Damaris.
She likes bananas.
Okay, any questions?
No, I need to practice this. Practice.
Okay, one of the things about this whole course is that in introduction, it just gives you a little bit on each of these ideas. Then you get to level 1, it's going to be a little bit more.
Okay.
Level 2 is going to be more. So it's going to help you build up your language use.
Mhm.
Honestly, sometimes it seems like this class goes too fast. You don't have enough time to really learn something. But I noticed that from the beginning, it kind of builds on itself. You're more likely to see contractions in this part of the book than you are at the beginning of the book. And it's different contractions. So doesn't is a contraction.
Mhm.
So it's teaching you, but the next book would teach even more.
Okay.
All right, now then, on show what you know, Nancy is going to ask Damaris, what one fruit do you like and what one fruit do you don't you like? And you're
Okay.
going to write it down, Nancy, and then you're going to explain about it. And then Damaris, you're going to write it down. You're going to ask Nancy, write it down, and then tell about Nancy. Okay?
Okay. Damaris, what fruit do you like?
Me you like strawberry, mangoes, pears,
Slow, slow,
banana.
Slow down there.
Emocioné. Everything.
Everything.
Well, what's the favorite? Just one favorite.
What fruit do you doesn't like?
Cherry.
Okay. Damaris say she like all fruit,
Okay.
only do not like cherry.
Okay. So now, Damaris, you're going to ask Nancy and write it down and tell us about Nancy.
Okay. Nancy, what fruit do you like?
I like the mangoes and orange.
What fruit don't don't not like? Don't like.
Fish, don't like the fish.
Okay, so now Damaris, you tell about Nancy.
Que diga,
Tell about Nancy.
hable de lo que a mí no me gusta, lo que, y lo que a mí me gusta.
Mhm. Nancy, this is a fruit like this mango. No me recuerdo la otra.
Uh, fish,
Don't like.
don't like the fish.
Delante fish y mangos.
I like the mangoes.
Does not like fish.
Okay. All right, now to the other book. Page 66. 66.
6.
Workbook, page 66, part A, 66. Now, you're going to look at the pictures, write the names of the fruit, use the words in the box. And if you're not sure on one, the pictures are the same as in the other book.
Okay. Cherries. Mangoes. Grapes.
Okay, Damaris, what's number 1?
Apple,
Number 2, Nancy.
Cherries.
Number 3,
mangoes,
okay. Number 4,
Strawberry.
number 5,
pears,
number 6,
Orange.
number 7,
bananas,
number 8,
Peach. Peaches.
number 9,
grapes.
and that's all. Okay, now I want to explain about, this is the plural. All of these are plural. It's not just one apple, it's 2 or more. And on most of them, the other word has the E on the end, but there are some, cherry doesn't have an E on the end. And the plural is cherries. And so they change the Y to I and add ES. Let's see, that's true on strawberry.
Strawberry.
Whoops. Let's try that. Let's see. Peach. Peach doesn't have the E or the S. For just one, because it has a ch, peach, kind of an S sound, it adds the ES. Okay, so the peach adds the ES. Grape has the E on the end, banana has the E on the end, orange has the E. Pears, it's basically the same. Strawberry, the IE is a Y. So that's some of them. That the plural is a little bit different there on the end than the singular. All right, any questions?
Mm.
Let's go on to page 67. That's part B. And this is like the other one, only it's done just a little bit different. So it says yes, and then you have to know that you put likes. If it's no, you put doesn't like.
Mhm. Okay. Yes, like. She doesn't like. Yes, like. She doesn't.
Okay, so Nancy, read all of number one. You have a A line question and a B line answer.
The six.
No, just number one.
Only one. Okay. Number one. Does Tom like banana? Yes, he likes bananas.
Okay, Damaris, number two.
Doesn't Maria like strawberry? Yes, she does. She likes strawberries.
Okay, and number three, Nancy.
Does look like peaches? No, he doesn't like peaches.
And number four, Damaris.
Doesn't Megan like cherries? Yes, she likes cherries.
And number five, Nancy.
Does Sarah like grapes? Grapes? No, she doesn't like grapes.
And number six, Damaris.
Doesn't John like apples? No, he doesn't not like apples.
Okay, now if you notice, these are little conversations. So we'll start with Damaris on A and Nancy on B, and just go through all six, and then we'll change and go through all six again.
Okay.
Yo llevo la A, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Doesn't Tom like bananas?
Yes, he likes banana.
Doesn't Maria like strawberries?
Yes, she likes strawberry.
Doesn't Lucky like peach?
No, he doesn't like peach.
Doesn't Megan like cherries?
Yes, she likes cherries.
Doesn't Sarah like green?
No, she doesn't like grape.
Doesn't John like apples?
No, he doesn't like apples.
So now trade.
Okay. Damaris, does Tom like banana?
Yes, he likes bananas.
Does Maria like strawberries?
Yes, she likes strawberry.
Does look like peach?
No, he doesn't like peach.
Does make like cherry?
Yes, she likes cherries.
Does Sarah like grapes?
No, she don't not like cream.
Does John like apples?
No, he does not like apple.
Okay, any questions?
Does.
All right, part C, it says look at the pictures, complete the sentences, use like and doesn't like. So you're going to have to give the name of the item, and then it's going to be no if it's X'd out. See, like number two has an X on it. Hey, are you finished?
Mhm.
So, Maurice, number 1.
Maria like green.
And number 2, Nancy.
Yao doesn't like strawberries.
And number 3, Maurice.
Roberto's sister like banana.
And number 4, Nancy.
Eva doesn't like apples.
And number 5.
My father like mango.
And number 6.
My teacher doesn't like peaches.
Okay, any questions?
No.
All right.
Use
Now,
doesn't because it's plural.
ask me again.
Okay. Those. Okay. Use doesn't because it's plural. But why not say don't know? Sorry.
Okay.
It's
Does,
singular.
yes, it's
It's
for both. Does is a positive.
Okay.
You have so this is a positive. She does go to school. He does like strawberries.
My question are is okay. Doesn't what is the difference doesn't and do? When you said do, I want
Okay,
doesn't.
okay. First person is do. I do. You do. We do.
Okay.
You do. They do. He, she, or it does.
Okay. Okay.
It's the same as likes.
Uh-huh.
That third person singular, it's going to have a different form on the verb. It's going to have at least an S. And for the do, it's going to have ES because it's a vowel.
Okay.
So it's that third person singular idiocy. Because with that third person singular, you're talking about one person, you're talking about them, not to them, not you, not self, but that third person, one person, it's going to have an S on the end. It's going to, like it's plural. So he, she, or it does, likes, works, tries,
Okay, understand. Okay, thank you so much.
and it has to do with third person singular. It's not plural or singular in that respect.
Okay. I'm say I don't know. No, I don't know. I don't not like banana. I don't know. I don't like banana. Ben, Bob, Damaris doesn't like banana. Okay. We don't like banana. Eh, she doesn't like banana. Okay. Understand. Thank you. Okay.
That's the difference.
Okay. Is do is I, you, we, they. If third person is or I, no, she, he, it.
Yes.
Okay. She, he, it. Okay. And add uh, in positive, add letter S in the verb.
It's just that third person
Okay.
third person singular.
A singular.
It's not they, it's just he, she, or it.
She, he, it. Okay.
So, Nancy, I have heard, I didn't try this, but I have heard that an ice pack, you're
Mm,
you're saying it's bothering you. I mean, an ice pack for a little, not a long time,
okay.
but it might help.
Okay.
I'm not a nurse, but I've heard that. Okay.
Thank you. Because I'm paying a little.
Here you're going like this, and I know exactly what you're feeling because that's the way it was for me.
I feel como strong, como que, no like, como strong.
And it's funny, when they gave you the shot, did it hurt? It didn't hurt me then, but later is when it hurt.
Thank you.
So now we have nurse advice as well. And I'm not a nurse. That's my sister.
Don't
I'll tell
worry.
you, when I see blood, I faint. My mother had cataract surgery and there was just one drop of dried blood. It wasn't wet, it was dry. And when I went to see her afterwards, I had to sit down and put my put my head between my knees because I was going to faint. Blood and I don't get along. So the man here painting my house, he did something and he cut himself, and I said, "Don't show me, or I'll faint on you." And he gets all scared. I got him a Band-Aid, but I wasn't going to look at it because I know I'd faint. All right, now on page 102 in the textbook. Oh, that doesn't have anything there. This is page 102. Here you're talking about the cost. So look at the sign. Bananas 99 cents a pound. And that slash is and LB is pound. Don't ask me about that one. I don't know why LB would be pound.
Pound.
Yes. Now, did you have like kilograms?
Libras.
Huh.
Same is the same. The name in Spanish is Libra. Maybe the abbreviature is the Spanish. Libra is L I B R A. Libra.
That almost sounds like book. Book is libro.
Not Libra. Libra. In letter.
With a
Okay, the end the word libro book is O. Libra is
A.
A.
But it's very similar. I've got some other confusions because they're similar. So anyway, so that slash, see here, means so much for a pound. So much a pound. And then the LB is short for pound.
A pound. A pound. A pound. A slash. Pound. Libra. Pound.
And it lists some fruits and vegetable, the avocados are vegetables. Then it has fish, ground beef, and chicken. So it says listen and point, listen and repeat.
Page 102, exercise A. Listen and point.
Bananas, 99 cents a pound. Grapes, $1.79 a pound. Avocados, $1.99 each. Fish, $6.99 a pound. Ground beef, $2.89 a pound. Chicken, $3.39 a pound.
Listen and repeat.
Bananas, 99 cents a pound.
Bananas,
99
99
cents a pound.
Grapes, $1.79 a pound.
Grapes, 179 a
A
pound.
pouch.
Avocados, $1.99 each.
Avocados and
$1.99 each.
Fish, $6.99 a pound.
Fish, $6.99 a pound.
Ground beef, $2.89 a pound.
Ground beef,
beef, $2.89
$2.89 a
a
pound.
pound.
Chicken, $3.39 a pound.
Chicken,
$3.49
$3.39
a pound.
Now notice that on grapes, she said 179, and on avocados, she said $1. Both are right. You can just say the one, if it's one. Now, if it's like six, you very rarely would say $6, but you can, but you don't have to. You can just say $6.99. But with the one, you can say 179, or you can say $1.79. It's both correct.
$1.
Because it's $1, so it's $1.
$1.
One.
$1.
And then notice the little box down in the corner, kind of below the chicken, it says LB is pound and LBS is pounds, plural. So there's some things it's 3 pounds for 99 cents. The apples, a lot of times it'll be 3 pounds for $4.89. A bag, you know. So that's the singular and plural of the word pound.
Pounds.
Any questions?
No, pounds.
All right. Part B is a little conversation. It says listen, listen, and repeat.
Page 102, exercise B. Listen. Do you need anything from the store?
Yes, I need 1 pound of grapes and 2 pounds of ground beef.
Listen and repeat. Do you need anything from the store?
Do you need
Anything
anything
from
from
the
the
store?
store?
Yes, I need 1 pound of grapes and 2 pounds of ground beef.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
need
need
1
one
pound of
beef
grapes
and
and 2
beef
pounds
and
of
2
ground
pounds.
beef. Ground beef. Ground beef.
Okay, any question?
Ground beef. Pounds. No.
All right, this is a little conversation. So Nancy, you start out as A, and Damaris, you start out as B.
Do you need anything from the store?
Yes, I need a pounds of green, a 2 pounds of ground beef.
Okay, so Nancy, you would be B, and Damaris, you would be A.
Do you need anything from the store?
Yes, I need 1 pound of gray and 2 pounds of ground beef.
Okay, any questions? Do we need to go over it again?
No. Do you need?
Sometimes we don't go over it very often, and so I want to be sure that you're getting enough practice. So if you ever want to practice something again, let me know. I mean, that's fine with me. You can practice all you need to.
Pound, grace, pounds. Maybe it is a pronunciation the S. Pound, pounds. Is continue the S.
So
Pounds.
let's do it again. Nancy, you be A, and Damaris, you be B, and then we'll switch.
Okay. Do you need anything from the store? Store.
Mm, yes, I need bananas, chicken.
Okay, let's do B again. I mean part B. The one that, not starting part D where we have the new one, but let's go over part B again.
Ok. Estamos en la B, vamos a repetir la B, Damaris.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you need anything from the store?
Yes, I need um 99 pounds of banana um and chicken 335 pounds.
Okay, that's fine. So
Oh,
then let's change, and Damaris, you be A, and Nancy, you'll be B.
do you need anything from the store?
Yes, I need 1 pound of gray and 2 pounds of ground beef.
Okay,
Two-
you want to do that again and change the B?
Okay. And letter B again.
Mm-hmm.
Ok. La conversación de la letra B, Damaris.
Mhm.
Ok. Tú comienzas.
Do you need anything from the store?
Yes, I need 1 pound of gray and 2 pounds of ground beef. Do you need anything from the store?
Yes, I need a pound of green. I do a pound of ground beef.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you think you have it a little better now?
Okay. Pound beef.
Or do we need to do it again?
No, for me it's okay.
All right. Now on page 103, it's going to talk about some other things that you'll find in the store.
Mhm.
Listen and point, listen and repeat.
Page 103, exercise E. Listen and point.
A gallon of milk.
Pound of milk.
A loaf of bread.
I love bread.
A box of cereal.
Cereal.
A dozen eggs.
Dozen eggs.
A bag of rice.
A bag of rice.
A can of soup.
A can of soup. Subs.
Listen and repeat.
A gallon of milk. A loaf of bread.
I love of bread.
A box of cereal.
A box of cereal.
A dozen eggs.
A dozen
Entonces,
eggs.
A bag of rice.
A bag of rice.
A can of soup.
A can of soup.
Now, if you notice on some things, the is talking about one, and like the can of soup,
Can of
it's
soup.
just one can. But it might be a little confusing when you're talking about the eggs. It's not talking about a egg, one egg. It's talking about a dozen of eggs, 12 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's talking about the package. The rice, it's talking about the package of rice, a bag of rice,
Mm-hmm.
a box of cereal, it's talking about the package. The bread, it's talking about the whole one loaf of bread. It's not talking about the individual slices. So sometimes it's a little confusing because it'll say or one, and hey, there's 12 of them there. Well, it's talking about the total package.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Any questions on that?
No.
Now, up in the corner beside the cornflakes, it has the singular and the plural of some of these words, like gallon becomes gallons. That's pretty simple. You just add an S.
Mm-hmm.
But loaf becomes loaves. You actually change the F to a V and add ES. Box, because it has kind of that S sound, you add an ES. It's awfully hard to say box to make it plural without the E in there and an extra syllable. So box becomes boxes, boxes. A dozen, that's talking about one. But then if you're talking about more than one, it's still dozen. So it's 2 dozen or 5 dozen or 10 dozen. But the dozen doesn't change. Oh, that's confusing.
No.
So
Okay.
it's a number and then the dozen. So it's not the 12, but the 2 dozen is going to be 24 eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have a box of 18 eggs. So the dozen, you're talking about how many in the box, how many boxes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bag is the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
A bag, one bag, like a bag of rice, but 2 bags, you make the bag plural. You don't make the dozen plural, you make the bag plural.
Mm-hmm.
Box, you make the box plural.
Mm-hmm.
Can, you make the can plural to cans. So box becomes boxes, can becomes cans, but dozen is just the number and dozen. The dozen doesn't change. Any questions on that part?
In Spanish, it's the same.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. 1 dozen, a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen, is the same. Una docena, 3 docenas de huevo, digo, muchas docenas de huevo, ¿verdad? Pero, este, un paquete de papa, 3 paquetes de papa, es igual. It's the same.
So some things are the same, but some things are very different between English and Spanish. Okay, now part F is another little conversation. Listen and then listen and repeat.
Page 103. Exercise F. Listen. What do we need from the store?
We need a bag of rice and 2 dozen eggs.
Listen and repeat. What do we need from the store?
We need a bag. What do we
We
need?
need a bag of rice and 2 dozen eggs.
We need
a
a
bag
bag of
of
rice,
rice on
2
the
dozen
dozen
eggs.
eggs.
Okay, do you want me to play it again?
Yes, please.
Page 103. Exercise F. Listen. What do we need from the store?
We need a bag of rice and 2 dozen eggs.
Listen and repeat. What do we need from the store?
What do we need from the store?
We need a bag of rice and 2 dozen eggs.
We need a bag of rice and 2 dozen.
Okay, do we need to do it again?
No, it's okay for me.
It's okay.
All right, it's already 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, but I all of a sudden looked up and it was 8 o'clock. So do you want to just stop and then start here next week? Or do you want to finish the page?
Maybe finish the page. The page. No sé, por Mr.
It's okay.
¿Terminamos la página o nos vamos?
Está bien, para practicar está bien. Terminemos.
Okay. Finish the page. It's okay for
Okay.
us.
Okay.
Well, sometimes maybe you have to do something. I mean, maybe there's something that comes up that you can't just finish the page. So I don't want to assume. that we can go over. All right, so now you need to practice the conversation. So start out with Nancy A and Maurice is B, and then change. And maybe do it twice since you needed to hear it. So, you know, each of you, you do it once, and then change and do it, and then change again and change again, because you seem to need this one just a little bit more. Okay? So we'll just practice it a little bit more.
Okay. Letter H, ¿verdad?
Yes.
Ujú.
Ok, dame, empiezo yo la A y tú la ves la primera conversación y después la cambiamos, ¿está bien?
Está bien, está bien.
Después pasamos a la segunda y a la tercera.
Ujú.
Ok, empiezo. What do we need from the store?
We need a bag of rice and 2,000 eggs.
Ok. Ok, you...
La A, mira ahí. What do we need from the store?
We need a bag of rice and 2,000 eggs. Okay. What do we need from the store?
Mm.
The same one.
The letter F?
Yes.
Okay.
We need a box of cereal. 2,000 eggs.
Okay, now Damaris, you ask.
What do we need from the store?
We need a loaf of bread and 2 cans?
Of
2 cans of soap. Soap.
wash that, because that sounds like the stuff you wash your face with. Soap, soup.
Miss Wanda, I go to Panera and say I have no please I have one soft broccoli cheese. I mistake this.
Soap is what you wash your face with.
Broccoli cheese.
It's what you put in it.
Right.
So
So
it's soup.
soup.
Yes.
Oh my God. Soup.
Now they're spelled differently.
I know. My brain. Que no lo entiendo.
So it's SOAP and SOUP.
Soap. Y me pasa lo mismo con la E y con la I, con esa. Mi cerebro no lo entiende.
So the soup
Soup.
has a U sound.
Soup.
Has a U.
Soup.
Yes. The soap has an O sound.
Soap.
So,
Soup.
Does that help a little bit?
Soup. Sorry?
Does that help? So that they don't bring you out a thing of soap?
My mi cerebro no lo entiende. My brain. Un huequito. I need writing. Writing. So.
A lot of times I have to have it written down. Something that I have a problem with. Like that, maybe I would write down, you know,
Diego, tell me.
broccoli soup. So I would write it down. And practice it before I went and ask them for some soap.
Diego told me, mamá, pediste jabón. Diego told me, Mom, you say soap, no soup.
Well, maybe thinking of soap with the O sound and soup with the U sound.
Soup.
Maybe that'll be something that'll help you.
Soup. Oh my God.
Okay, since these 2 pages, it seems like we had a little bit of difficulty. Let's start here next week on 102.
Okay. I'm practicing soap. I'm practicing.
And soup.
Soup.
Okay, and then from what I want to be sure I'm saying this right, you want to have English class in the summer.
For me, it's okay. I don't worry.
Damaris, you want it in the summer?
Yes,
Okay.
it's okay.
So I'll let them know that we want to continue through the summer. And I was told that that's okay. Now, one of the things that they do is they take this recording and they put it on YouTube. And so her son and Concepcion, and let's see who else.
Lina. Lina.
Somebody else. Walter.
Howard.
Oh, Juana.
Wow.
Mm.
Maria.
Juana, the only way she can see the class is on YouTube.
Okay.
And Walter, he was able to come to a class for a while, but then the way his work is, he's having to watch it on YouTube. And the same with Blanca and her son. So I'll tell them that we want to continue that too, because these people want to have class, but they've got to work. So we need to think of that. Think of them, not think of me. So that's what we'll do.
It's okay for you, Mrs. Wanda, continue in summer? Okay. Thank you so much.
I'm retired. I don't go to work anymore.
Okay.
So my time is a lot more free.
Okay.
So I'm here for you. Just like I said before, I want to help you. That's my job, is helping you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I like
So
it.
I think we're going to quit for tonight. And you have a good week.
You too?
And Concepcion, I think it has to do with work. I'm not sure why, but she'll come a time or two and then she can't come a time or two. And so maybe she'll be here next week, maybe her son will, and maybe he won't. Maybe he's working. You can't feel bad about somebody working. He's got to pay his bills just like we do.
It's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So have a good week.
Thank you, you too.
And we'll see you then next week.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Damari.
Bye.
See you the next week. Bye.
Bye.